Hey guys, this is my final presentation. I'm actually really sad to see this class end, and so I titled it My First Semester of Grad School. It definitely wasn't what I thought. I thought this class was going to be like a gen ed that you have to take in undergrad, and it's boring, and you learn nothing, and you feel like, why am I sitting through this? But it actually ended up being really interesting to me, and I felt like I learned a lot from it. So I'm so glad this is how grad school started. So my first artifact is my heart map. We did that in our first WebEx class together, and I just loved the idea so much that I actually went the next day and did it with my first graders, and they really surprised me. I thought, oh, this is way above them, but they filled up those heart maps with some really great stuff, and they actually did some writing that day that I was super surprised by. My next artifact is the writing that actually came from my heart map. It was a topic that I never really thought to write about, but something that, was a pivotal point in my life. And once I started writing about it, I actually have written a lot more about it in my free time since that class, so that was really cool. My third artifact is an article from Graves. It was in our fifth or sixth module for the semester, and the part that stuck out to me was where it says, "A teacher asks me, I can only teach 1 day a week. What kind of program should I have?" And the response was, "Don't teach it at all. You will encourage poor habits in your students, and they will only learn to dislike writing." And that quote really smacked me in the face when I read it, because I was like, oh, that's totally me. I teach writing whenever I can, but it is the first thing to go when I'm short on time. And I'm sure that has affected my students in last year and the year before and whatnot. So, like, the next week after reading that, I decided I'm going to teach writing 4 days a week, 30 minutes a day. And so far, I've pretty much stuck to that schedule, with some weeks that maybe weren't perfect. But I think that it's made a huge difference that I focus so much on writing, because the kids see it as such an important piece rather than just something we get to if we get to it. So that's completely changed my mindset on my writing block in class. My fourth artifact is our videos from the genre study unit. I thought the genre study unit was really cool because I did a middle school piece, and I'm a first grade teacher, but it made me think, wow, I'm really interested in teaching like middle school writing, because the kids are so much higher level. But also I really love Screencast-O-Matic, and I've used that in my classroom. I've created some little mini lessons for my kids on the computer, and they think it is wild that they are listening to me on the computer while I'm in the room working with another group in small group. So that's just fun to see how crazy they think that is. And my final artifact is my multi-genre project. It's a topic that I never thought that I would share in this format, and just seeing it posted in a somewhat public venue is so crazy to me, but I don't think I would ever have been able to do that if the classroom environment, or virtual classroom environment, wasn't so welcoming and understanding. So I think that's something that's completely affected my writing, but also makes me realize how important it is to create that in my own classroom so my students feel as comfortable as I've felt. So that was it, and I'm glad that we all got to start this adventure together.